You see the suitcase, you know what time it is. Come spend a few days with me in Panama and Costa Rica. Our vacation began with a Copa Airlines flight to Panama. During the flight, they gave us these bruschetta chip crouton things. I honestly am not sure exactly what they were, but they were really good. We also got a Kayla cookie, which led to my nap time. Then we were touching down in Panama. Once we arrived, we were greeted by our driver, Tony, who took us to our hotel. If you're planning your own trip and need transportation while you're in Panama, you can contact him at that number that you saw on the screen. For the Panama portion of our vacation, we stayed at the Rio Plaza Panama. Our group had adjoining rooms, which made it easy for everyone to move between the rooms without having to go into the hallway because it was a group thing. One thing you should know is that this hotel didn't have a microwave. So if you bring food back to the room like I did, you won't be able to reheat it. However, breakfast is included and it's served every morning from 3:30 to 10:30, and they have a pretty good variety of options. One of my food highlights in Panama was the Serena, aka the Mermaid, which is a seafood restaurant. I ordered this spaghetti. Oh, chef's kiss. Do you know how much you would pay for spaghetti loaded with seafood? My aunt also had this amazing looking lobster, and of course, we had to try the smashed potatoes. We also did a little bit of sightseeing, and then we did some shopping at the Albrook and Mega Mall. But Albrook was definitely our favorite. And of course, you can't visit Panama without experiencing the canal. Watching it operate gives you a completely different appreciation for the planning and engineering behind it. It's truly a work of genius. When booking, I would say make sure you book the movie because it gives you a complete history of the canal. A next thing that we did while in Panama was go to Cologne, where we hit the free zone, where I found lotion and wet wipes for just $1. I also tried a shawarma. I had a chicken beef combination, but it was so good. We ended our trip with a visit to this historical restaurant, Coca-Cola. The food was good, and there I was thinking about the Coke factory initially. Thanks, Panama. I just want to shout out the Nomad eSIM app. It was a lifesaver. I paid for the Latin American plan and I was set for Panama and Costa Rica. The plan covers 16 countries. Please see the description for details. I'll link my referral code below. Heads up, it only works for the first 5 people to use it. And now it's time for Costa Rica. We booked our airport pickup and hotel through booking.com, where we stayed at the Palma Real. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Everyone at the front desk spoke English, which was truly a godsend because my Spanish sucks. Breakfast was included, though the selection wasn't as large as the Rios, and the workers at breakfast are not big on English. Something important to consider if you're going to book the master suite is that it's not fully accessible by elevator. You take the elevator to the fourth floor, walk across the floor, through the exit doors, and up a set of stairs. Thankfully, someone was able to help us with our luggage, but if you're traveling with heavy luggage or someone with mobility issues, that might be a problem. And I want to remind you to bring a Fire Stick or Roku and HDMI or something that can be connected to the TV because none of our hotels had English speaking channels. I mean, I don't know about you, but I use my TV to wind down at night. So thank God I brought my computer. Now let's get into the Costa Rica tours. Our first excursion was a city tour with VIP City Bus. We booked through the hotel, but you can also book through Viator because it was the same $80 price tag. The tour took us to historical sites throughout San Jose, and our guide presented everything in English and Spanish. Costa Rican history is so rich. I was listening intently the entire time. What really surprised me on the tour was the market. It had such a vast variety of items to choose from. I was not ready. And with that, we've come to the end of our tour for dinner, which was included in the $80. One thing I will say is that the food in both Panama and Costa Rica was lukewarm, and I personally prefer my food hot, but the food was still tasty. And for our next adventure, we headed into the mountains with our guide, Oscar, who also spoke English. Our first stop, oh, I will link his number on the screen. Our first stop was at a coffee plantation where I got some cappuccino that had no sugar, but I already paid for it, so I had to drink it. From there, we went to the volcano. Please pay attention to the bathroom signs. The toilets cannot take the tissue. And up the volcano, hill, mountain, whatever, we trotted up there to be greeted to this. It rained, so we got smoke instead of the beautiful sight that I wanted to see. But it was an experience nonetheless. Then we headed on over to the waterfall. This is nature's beauty. I don't think man could have done this. They also house some local vendors there. She played the turtle for us. I'm sorry I did not get the recording with the sound, but it was so cute. Oh man. After we left the waterfall, we headed on over to lunch, which was not included this time, and we paid. I had some local soup, and their toilets are the same. Please respect their environment. That's all for now. Thanks for traveling with me. I will see you next time. Bye bye.